Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Purcell, and I'm presenting my 2-4 speech for Communications 101. In this presentation, I will be talking about our current public education system and if I were given the opportunity to change it. In the last 50 years, the United States public education system has gone from one of the highest ranking to one of the lowest ranking in students' general knowledge needed to succeed in the world. This is due in part from the government's lack of spending or funding for education. Our government seems to spend less every year for our children's education and more on irresponsible ventures. The schools are cutting extracurricular activities, supplies, equipment, teachers and wages, and even classroom sizes. These are all due to lack of government funding. First, let's discuss schools' extracurricular activities or lack thereof. With government's lack of funding for schools, the extracurricular activities are always the first to suffer. During my school in high school, I witnessed woodshop, auto shop, and even some sporting events fall to lack of funding. I believe that students need these activities in order to learn important skills for their futures. These activities also allow students the opportunity to stay off drugs and alcohol by occupying their time after school ends. Similarly, schools have also been cutting supplies and equipment from their budgets. The schools are using some of the same textbooks I was using when I attended 10 years ago. A student will not successfully learn material from books that are missing pages or even damaged beyond repair. It's even worse when a student is trying to do a research paper and the libraries are closed due to a recent government shutdown. Finally, let's consider our teachers, which I believe are the most important aspect of a successful education. Teachers today are overburdened by increased classroom sizes and decreasing wages. Many teachers are working 2 jobs to even support their families. I believe that this philosophy is completely backwards, and teachers should be given fair wages for the work that they do in educating our youth. Today I have discussed our current education system and its many budgeting flaws. From extracurricular activities to teachers and supplies, the current system needs to change. I would first increase teachers' wages and decrease classroom sizes by building more schools. Then I would require all schools to have the equipment needed for the children to successfully learn the material that the teachers are teaching. Finally, I would bring back all the extracurricular activities that I wasn't able to have when I was a student. By simply spending more on our children's education and less on frivolous things, this country could be one of the highest ranking in education like it was 50 years ago. Just remember, our children will run this country one day when we want them to have a proper education. Thank you for allowing me to present my take on our current public education system. I hope everyone here feels as strongly as I do. Thank you.